How's it going, YouTube? AS Jet's coming at you with an airport update. That's right, we are doing the very first Karachi airport update on this channel. Now, most of you are probably here from my main channel, AS Aviation, and I have made the decision to move most airport updates to this channel in effort to keep it somewhat active, as I've struggled to keep it active in recent history. So pretty much all airport updates are now going to be transitioning over to this channel. Most of them, I say most because of Chicago O'Hare Terminal 5, that will primarily stay on my main channel for now. I might move it over here in a couple months time, but as of right now, Karachi and any future projects that I do, airport update wise, those will be on this channel now. So that way most of my model content will be based out of here, and that's pretty much what I've been wanting to do with this channel over the years. So I've been getting many requests to do another Karachi update. I haven't been very consistent with these videos, but the goal is now that I've moved the updates here that I'll be more consistent with Karachi and other updates as well. So if you're wondering about Lahore and St. Thomas, I'm not too sure about those two. St. Thomas is pretty much done, even though I still have the mat and everything. I might bring it out every now and then. Same case with Lahore, I still have the mat as well, but don't really feel like making those videos because it's not really a very important airport to me as much as Karachi is. Today's update is based, it was supposed to be based at like 1 a.m., 12 a.m., something like that. So that's what most of these flights are all based off of. So let's go ahead and get started without any further delay. Let's get into the domestic terminal. So before I start off with this aircraft right here, I forgot to mention that I am filming this on August 14th, which is Pakistan's Independence Day, and this video is probably going to be coming out on the 15th, which is India's Independence Day. So happy Independence Day to all my friends from both countries, and that's as much as I want to say about that. So let's get started right here with this Air CL A320. I just pulled into gate from Islamabad's flight, or not just pulled in, came in like a couple hours ago, from Islamabad's flight 126. Alright, next up we've got a PIA Airbus A320. This one came from Islamabad around 2 hours ago as flight 319. And over here we've got the PIA 777-200ER. This was an upgauge from the A320. This aircraft came from Islamabad earlier in the evening as flight 369 and is going to be repositioned over to the international terminal in about an hour or so to operate flight 213 out to Dubai. This exact aircraft, APBGK, actually flew to Toronto recently, which is quite rare because, if you know, Toronto is actually a 777-200LR route. The two LRs that PIA has, they fly to Toronto almost exclusively. So I'm not too sure. I think one of them, APBGY, has been in maintenance for I don't even know how long. It's been in the hangar probably since May, so that's been offline for quite some time. And then the other one, BGZ, not too sure what happened with it, but they ended up having to dispatch this 200ER BGK out to Toronto, I think from Lahore, it might have been. It flew earlier in the week from when I'm filming this, so I think that was it was definitely the first visit of the 200ER to Toronto in at least 2 or 3 years, because they flew the retro aircraft there a couple of years back. But it was definitely the first visit for BGK to Toronto in many, many years. So that was pretty cool to see. Alright, moving on to the international satellite concourse or terminal at Karachi. We have the Air Blue A320. This should be a 321 in real life, but don't have that. I haven't gotten enough time to make the custom model for that, but maybe one day, but I also keep saying that. But this 320 came in from Dubai as flight 111. Okay, moving on to gate 2023 is the Emirates Boeing 777-300ER in the new livery. I think this is the first time I'm showing this aircraft in a video. This is the Aviation 400 version. I used to have the Gemini Jets one that I showed in a previous video on my main channel, but I since sold that one, replaced it with this one, because this one's got a way better, it's got much better printing, that's for sure. So that's why I ended up getting it, because the printing on the Gemini Jets version was a bit off. The Emirates logo was a bit crooked, but anyway. This aircraft is here from Dubai as flight 606, making service back to Dubai in about an hour or 2 hours as flight 607. So Emirates, same old, unofficial flag carrier of Pakistan. Not much else to say about that. Alright, moving on to gate 24 is the Saudia Airbus A330-300. This aircraft's here from Jeddah as flight 704, and it's making service back out to Jeddah as flight 705 in about 2 hours. So Saudia has been flying the 330 into Karachi for almost 2 years. Crazy to think it's almost 2 years now since this thing has been flying in regularly. It used to be all 777s, but the A330 has become more common in Karachi now. We still get the 777 from Jeddah as well on one of the flights, but Riyadh and this flight are mainly the A330-300 now. So pretty cool. On an unrelated note, if you've seen the recent Saudia 777 in the updated livery, it's the Grand Prix Special Livery 333. They used to have the white Grand Prix livery. They recently updated it into the new livery, so it's half new livery, half Grand Prix livery. That thing is beautiful on it. That is one of the best liveries. Putting the Grand Prix livery aside, that's one of the coolest like new liveries I've ever seen. So just wanted to add that in there. Okay, so of course when I start filming this video, the furnace decides to kick on in the background. I try to film these videos when it's not on, but of course you can't really control that. It just ends up kicking on whenever. So we're gonna tolerate it. You've probably been tolerating it for all these videos I've been uploading, but anyway, moving on to Gate 25 is this Indigo A320neo. What is this doing here? No Indian airline flies to Pakistan, and Indigo does not fly to Karachi, obviously. Karachi's position basically makes it a really good choice for diversions, like medical emergencies or things of that nature. So there have been a lot of diversions in recent history, a lot involving Indian airlines especially. There were a couple in 2022, but every now and then there will be, unfortunately, a medical emergency or something like that that causes an Indian aircraft to land in Karachi. So this is based off an incident back in 2022 when we had a flight from, I think, Sharjah to Hyderabad, diverted to Karachi. It was an A320neo. Or was it Hyderabad or Ahmedabad? I think it was Ahmedabad, my fault. Something like one of those two cities. Indigo 320 diverted here due to a medical emergency, and so that was that. And I recently got this model as well. That's why I've decided to put it in this update. Otherwise, I've never had an Indigo plane before, so I couldn't really feature it. But there we go. Indigo 320neo is flying from Sharjah to Hyderabad, diverted here due to a medical emergency. It's just getting serviced here. So there we go. And moving on to Gate 26 is the Qatar Airways Airbus A350-900 in the One World livery, arriving from Doha as Flight 604, and its return flight will be Flight 605 back to Doha in about 2 to 3 hours time. Fun fact, this aircraft also diverted to Karachi, I think 2022 as well. It was flying from, I think, Delhi to Doha, and it had a cargo hold fire, so it ended up diverting to Karachi, and it was stuck on the runway for a decent while. They ended up closing that runway, 25 left and or 07 right. Same runway, but I forgot which side it landed on. So they ended up closing that runway. They had to open up the other adjacent runway, which is almost never used. So yeah, this exact plane, A7ALZ, diverted back in 2022. So it's pretty cool to have that in here as well. I haven't shown this in a while, I don't think. So there we go, A350 from Doha. And then the last aircraft in this video this is the first time I think I'm showing an AirSeal international flight, because they recently started international operations, I think it was last year, in 2023. But AirSeal A320 from Jeddah is Flight 715, just pulled into Gate 27 there. So they have Jeddah, they have Dubai, I don't know where else they have. They might have Riyadh as well, but they have a small international network. Of course, they only have about 3 or 5 planes. So not a big international network, but it's of course the same old Middle Eastern destinations that a big Pakistani diaspora lives in. So Jeddah was a big one for them. And yeah, there we go. No talk on them adding any wide bodies anytime soon. Hopefully they will get some A330s or something, but as of now I don't think they have plans to add any wide body aircraft. But anyway, that's it for AirSeal. That's it for the aircraft. Let's go ahead and wrap up the video. Alright everybody, this was a pretty quick update. Didn't have much else to talk about, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know what you thought of anything. I will do my best, like I said, to keep these videos coming. I am going into my senior year of university. It's going to be a lot of commitments, so I can't promise anything. Even for my main channel, I won't be as active on there, to be honest. It'll be pretty hard, but that's it. My main goal is to keep these airport updates coming on this channel, to keep it more active, like I mentioned. I also have mentioned in the past that I wanted to revamp my entire setup here, because as you can see, the mat is very old. This is not changed at all, barely changed since 2016 when I first made it. So 8 years I've had this, haven't made any major changes, so the time is coming near to probably revamp this at some point. I don't know when, but that is on the plans. Any news regarding Karachi? I don't really think I have any, because basically same old stuff. New airlines, you know, Azerbaijan I covered last time. Iraqi Airways is still there. Ethiopian is still there, and I think they might have Taban Airlines from Iran. They've started flying like MD-80s or something there to Karachi. They haven't really announced, they never made an official announcement, but apparently they're flying to Karachi now, which is pretty cool. But anyway, that's it for this update. Some future updates you can probably expect. I'm trying to do maybe New York JFK Terminal 8, Philadelphia Terminal A, Atlanta or something like that. Some random updates I would like to do in the coming weeks, but we'll see if I ever get around to those. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your patience with me in these videos. I take so long to get these Karachi updates out, but thank you once again. But anyways, that's it. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.